speakers today. It would be helpful to me if I could just have a sound check by just a few of you going into your questions section and telling me that you can hear me loud and clear. While that's happening, I've got some general instructions for us all to go through. We should run about an hour today, so we'll pick up the pace as I'll monitor this and move us along. You do have the opportunity to ask questions throughout, and you can see on your screen where there's a submit box for you to put in your text message, send that off to us. All of our speakers will see those questions, and if we don't answer your question by integrating the answer in our presentation, we'll certainly take those at the end. Of course, we've got to turn off our pop-up blockers, and you can download the presentation by clicking on the download button that you will see on your screen, and as well, it is archived, so you can come back in over the next 3 months using the same URL that got you here today and sit through the webinar again, although, of course, the Q&A will not be live. At the end of the presentation today, we're going to send a survey. Take a few minutes to fill that out, as your feedback is important to us as it helps us progress. Now, we've got, let's see, about 47 people online now, and a number of you have come in to tell me that the sound is clear, so we'll proceed with our second slide. So you should see now a slide that says today's panel. That's myself, Skip Cox from Exhibit Surveys, and Glenda Brungart from HP, and we'll speak in that order. Our topics, well, certainly why this topic is something we'll cover very quickly. What is an audit and what is a survey? The difference is I'll talk about the audit. Skip Cox will talk about the survey. And then how to use the audit and survey data to plan your exhibits and make better decisions. And both Skip and Glenda will be touching upon that. Our promise to you is that you will learn how to request a comprehensive data package of show management. And that's important because it is information that you can use to effectively evaluate what shows you might exhibit in, and even events which don't have exhibit space necessarily, but you might be considering sponsorship. You need to know that these services are available to all exhibitors free of charge. BPA is a not-for-profit membership organization comprised of organizers or media owners, exhibitors, advertisers, advertising agencies, and vendors. And our sole function in life is to make sure whoever is selling space, whether that's space at a booth or space in a magazine or space on a website, is telling the truth to the prospective buyer. The services are basically free to the buyer, but it is the media owner who pays the fee for the audits. So as an exhibitor, you need to know that this is a service that's available to you on a complimentary basis. It'll also help you validate to your CMO the decision to participate in any one particular event. We've all been reading in the press over these last few years about how there's been so much more pressure for accountability, and that CMOs are asking many, many more questions about spend, no matter what it's in, and what accountability might be in place for that. So through an exhibit audit and survey, otherwise, as we express it as event insights, you'll be able to give the CMO those answers. And we'll slightly touch upon integration of media for those of you who are involved in not just responsibility for show spend or event spend, but also other platforms of media. Moving on to our fifth slide, why the topic? Well, exhibitors and management obviously need better, more solid information to make strategic and tactical decisions. Certainly, what shows should I exhibit at, but then how effectively to reach the audience before, at, and after that face-to-face encounter. Many of our attendees today have come to us through the BMA, and it's a tribute to BMA that there was a newsletter published last year for the BMA members, and in there it talks about, in one particular article, businesses are about securing revenue, we would all agree with that, and producing customers, keeping those customers, and growing profitable revenue. But it went on to talk about how marketing is not necessarily able to link many of its activities to either motivating the prospects to buy or getting customers to buy more product or even making more referrals, and that marketing quite often cannot provide strategic advice as to which activities or programs matter. In the article, it talked about 3 different sets of metrics the activity-based metric, performance-based, and then